Hello students. Today we're going to look at lesson 6 in chapter 6, and it's about solving systems of equations. Now a system of equations is two or more equations that we graph on the same coordinate plane. So the first thing that I have to do is graph both of these lines. And you'll notice that they're in different colors, and I'm going to use different colors to graph them. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. So I have two equations, and I need to graph each one. So we're going to start with the pink one. And it says y equals x minus 1. Well, for this, we know that b equals negative 1, and m equals 1. So I graph b, which is my y-intercept. So I go to negative 1. That's my first point. And remember, from this, we take that y-intercept and we use our slope. And my slope is 1 over 1, so I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and there I have my line, and I'm going to draw the line. And I'm going to do my best to draw the line straight. You must use a ruler with these, because if your line is not straight, you will never find the correct answer. So we're going to draw a line, goes through those points, put an arrow on the end of each, and that is the pink line. Now let's draw the green one, or graph the green one. The green one says y equals 2x minus 2, so I know that b equals negative 2, and m equals 2 over 1. B is my y-intercept, m is my slope. So if b is negative 2, I go to negative 2 on the y-axis, and then I use my slope 2 over 1. So I go up 2 over 1 and go up 2 over 1 and go up 2 over 1. And I'm going to draw that line. Now the solution that I'm looking for is the point where these two lines cross. And you can tell right here, and I'll draw a little arrow to it, that that is the point where both of those lines crossed. So that's my solution. So the solution is that point, which is 1, 0, because that's the point where the two lines cross. So the solution to a system of equations is the point where the two lines intersect, or where they cross. Let's look at another example. I'm going to have y equals 4x and y equals x plus 3. So let's start with y equals 4x. Well, I'm looking for my y-intercept, which is b. Y equals mx plus b. Well, there's nothing there for b, so b must equal 0. And then my slope is 4, or we would just call that 4 over 1, because it's a whole number, we put it over 1. So I have my y-intercept, which is 0, so I start at the origin, and then my slope is 4 over 1. So I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right 1. And then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right 1. And now I can draw my line. I'm going to go down 4 and to the left 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left 1. That just helps me draw my line a little bit better. There's my line. And now I'm going to draw the green line, which is y equals x plus 3. So I know that b equals 3, that's my y-intercept, and my slope is 1 over 1. So I go to y-intercept of 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1 over 1, and I can tell already that that is going to be my solution, because that's where the two lines cross. And I go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. I'm going to draw my line anyway, even though I know the solution already. And so the solution is that point right there, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So my solution is 1, 4. Now here's the cool thing. If I plug this 1, 4 for x and y into both equations, I'm going to get a true statement. So we know x is 1, so 4 times 1 equals y, which is 4. And then 1 plus 3 equals 4 also, because I plugged 1 in for x, and the 4 is y. So I know that that is the correct solution. It's always good to go back and check your solution and plug it in, to both equations to make sure you're right. Now you have 2 more graphs on the back of the graphs that I gave you to put in your composition book. And so on those 2, I'd like you to do practice problems. The first practice problem is y equals x plus 3 and y equals negative 2x minus 3. The second practice problem is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5 and y equals 3x minus 2. So you're going to take these 2 lines, graph them on the same coordinate plane, and you're going to write down your solution. And the solution is the point where they cross, and write that as an ordered pair. Same thing over here. Graph both of those lines on your coordinate plane, find where they cross, and that is the solution. If you have questions about how to graph these lines, remember you can go back and look in your notes, because this isn't new. We're just adding 2 lines to the same graph. So if you have any questions, you can email me. Once you've finished with these practice problems, please take a picture of them and submit them with the Turn In button in Edmodo.